You've been told to be confident, to stand tall, to take pride in your achievements. But here's what no one tells you. Pride, when unchecked, is your greatest weakness. It blinds you. It makes you fragile. Because the higher you think of yourself, the harder you fall when reality humbles you. That's why the strongest men, the ones who truly have power, are humble. And Stoicism? It teaches you exactly why. 1. Humility keeps you learning. Picture this. Two men walk into a gym. One thinks he already knows everything. His form is perfect. His routine is flawless. The other man? He listens. He asks questions. He watches those who are better than him. Who do you think improves faster? Pride makes you think you've arrived. Humility keeps you growing. Socrates, one of the greatest minds in history, said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." Because the moment you believe you've mastered something, you stop learning. And when you stop learning, you stop winning. 2. Humility protects you from arrogance. Look at history. How many powerful men have fallen because they thought they were untouchable? Take Julius Caesar, a brilliant leader, a military genius. But toward the end, he believed he was above Rome itself. He ignored warnings, dismissed threats, and walked straight into his own assassination. Now, look at Marcus Aurelius, another Roman ruler, but a Stoic. He reminded himself daily, "You are just a man, no better than the beggar in the streets, no different from the soldier who dies nameless in battle." That's the difference. Arrogance makes you blind to your own flaws. Humility keeps you sharp. It reminds you that no matter how high you rise, you're never above a lesson, never beyond failure. 3. Humility makes you unshakable. Imagine someone insults you, calls you weak, stupid, unworthy. If your ego is fragile, you react. You argue, defend, try to prove yourself. But if you're humble, you shrug. You already know your worth. You don't need validation. Seneca, another great Stoic, said, "A wise man is unshaken by praise or criticism, because both are just opinions. If someone calls you a king, it doesn't make you one. If they call you a fool, it doesn't make you one either." A humble man is free. He doesn't need applause. He doesn't fear judgment. He just is. 4. Humility strengthens your relationships. Think about the last argument you had. Maybe with a friend, a partner, a coworker. Be honest. Were you listening, or were you just waiting for your turn to speak? Most conflicts aren't about right or wrong. They're about ego. No one wants to back down. No one wants to admit fault. But a humble man? He listens. He doesn't need to win. He values truth over pride. This is why Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If anyone can prove me wrong, I will gladly change my mind, for it is the truth I seek, not my own ego." Imagine how many relationships could be saved if people lived by that. 5. Humility prepares you for hardship. Life will humble you, whether you like it or not. You will fail. You will lose people. You will face moments where you feel small. But if you've already humbled yourself, you won't break when those moments come. A Stoic doesn't see himself as above suffering. He expects it. He embraces it. That's why when storms hit, he stands firm while others fall apart. Remember, the man who stays humble never stops growing, never stops learning, never stops improving. And that kind of man? He's unstoppable.